I wonder why. Trying to figure that one out. Is definitely weirding me out. Guess we'll descend again. Turn that down a bit. It's a bit louder than SMW from memory. You know, my greed was definitely my undoing. Good old pokey trap. Oh, Bills. Oh, Bills. That was kind of fun, though. Not sure it was effective at actually doing what they wanted to do, which was raise money. I think $10 might have been too high. But this is a surprisingly long level for this hack, now that I think about it. This pipe clearly goes somewhere. Do I want to go down that pipe, or do I want to proceed? I definitely am happy with my decision to proceed. This is it. Jump! Do I trust it? I'm glad I trusted it. Thinking about the delay a little bit more, there was a marathon I was in that had like really good tech and actually had like a GitHub set up to show people, like with everything set up, like I think Docker containers and everything, and I really wish I remembered where it was. Because being able to just Docker your way to success seems like a lot better of an option. But I don't even like Docker, but I'll admit this is a case where it's definitely a usable thing. I guess also, since I didn't get to say this at any point in time during all that, how y'all doing? Kappa and whoever else is still around. Yeah, I should die now. First, there you go. It's rare I reset that during stream, but I forgot that when I switch between those two, the two chat things, that it takes a while for one to catch up. This doesn't scroll, okay. Yeah, apparently A.D.D watched a bit of this with his daughter today, so time hasn't gone that quickly. Bit of the yesterday's moderation. Turns out that she and Bunbun are actually friends, which is really adorable. They play Mario Kart sometimes. There we go. Yeah, maybe I need a minute to recover. I usually don't stream after chat hacking, because I usually feel, for lack of a better term, stream hungover. But figured we should at least get this done. No Yoshi. I was actually kind of hankering for some Kaizo after all that. All cool castles have 8 rooms. Breathe. You got this. Yoshi! Alright. Do we have this? Do all cool castles have Castlevania music? I feel the answer might be yes. Yeah, you can't softlock yourself in here, even if you tried. Oh no. Oh, I didn't even see those! I thought they were background. You got me with that one. The 8-room castle is a classic. Oh. You The complete inability to go through a door is also a classic. I think this is Necrodancer music, I think. Or more Castlevania music. One or the other. If everyone is one scream large, it doesn't seem like that much. No, it really doesn't. Like, this is very tractable for a small child. You know, I think I have to know, does it reset on a per room basis? I probably should have tried this out. I guess this room isn't one room, isn't that small. You know, that makes a lot more sense than what I was about to do. Right. It's time to defeat the mighty Reznor. Audio on. FF? No, it can't be FF. Well, we finished the chat hacking. I can have my audio back. It's a lot easier now that I can just talk and do whatever I want and not worry about it. And do music. There we go. Sweel. Okay. Redman? Oh, yes. The Cribs thing. That was legit good. The thing that I kind of noticed, and like, I never actually watched Cribs, so the only experience I have for it is like vicariously. Oh, we can walk through this. That's a lot of music. Bebin, Brick Block, composer, counterfeit. Maybe after I read the credits, or maybe during. Whatever. We'll just do that. Is from the Boondocks, and like that was incredibly silly. It seemed very over the top, which, you know, it's a cartoon, it should, but I suspect Cribs was like that, so I appreciate him keeping it real and whatnot. And just not even caring that his cousin's still passed out on the floor. Didn't even tell him they're filming. Kaizo, Darius, Dippy. There's a lot more music in this than I really thought there might have been. Isokoro. And, of course, being Rickrolled. Tools by all the same people. Kind of wish it was a little bit easier to read when it's moving, but I'm not going to complain too much. Shoutouts to DJ Enby, head playtester, moral support, design, and bad ideas. thebourgyman, head playtester, moral support, design, box art, and title screen. Chris Nasu, tolerating this crazy idea, love, moral support. princessbunbun and Psychedelic, friendship, aw. Vaccime, data recovery, technical support. Did you catch the story that you were sleeping on the floor because it was cooler? So totally normal? Yeah. I'm just amazed he didn't wake up. Leo and Lucy for being great cats. I appreciate cats. Playtesters. Ad Jr., Arisen Dead, and Arisen Tay. Oh, so the Tay did playtest it. That's cute. Blue Ribbon. Shosgutx. Chris Nasu. Cheeseburger and Slider. Aw. Desert SMW. Okay. DJ MB, Veneer, Hi, it's Thalia, Little Miss Ad. Prestinator, Psychedelic, Sir Wetbeard, Starlord, 861, thebourgyman, and Vaccime. Guest levels. Wow, man, it keeps going. Ad Jr., BlueRibbonHighLife, Kisnesu, DJ MB, Little Miss Ad, Prestinator, thebourgyman. Support and shoutouts to a lot of people. I bet this is going to go a while. We got Barb, we got Chimichanga? Oh, Kemi Chimichanga, and Carl Sagan. Circle Friendo, Composer, Cosmic Cutlass, Dan of Most Trades, D the Fourth, Fen, Fernap, Glitchcat, Haraga, Jurok. I guess I didn't read the first few names, it's gonna bug me. Who's Barb? He's like Juz, but taller. Adam JQ and Astro Kev, that was the only two I missed there. Glitchcat, Haraga, Jurok, Kezcade, Laser Belch, Mitch Flower Power, and Morsel. Necrophantasia, Noble Tofu, Pangea, Pat CDR. Who's that guy? Quiet Mason. Rainbow Llamas, Romhack Races, classic. Shoujo, SMW Central. Subadish, The Jump Team, TJB, Ugh Rochester. Inspired by Super Mario series. Akogare World, Bunbun World 1 and 2, Donkey Kong Country, Easy Kaizo, Final Fantasy 3, one of, I believe, the version we call 6, Grand Poo World 1 and 2, Jump and Yump series, Kaizo 1, Kirby's Superstar, Learn to Kaizo, Love Yourself, Quickie Worlds 1 and 2, Return to Dinosaur Land, Super Dram World, Super Gracie World, Super Smile Face World, and Take It Easy World. Is Barb holding the G... It might be, it might be. Oh. Congratulations! You made it this far. You learned. You even explored the Fun Islands. It was tough, but you did it. You even beat Reznor. But our princess is in another castle. Now go back. No, go beat Wendy and rescue Princess Sparklefarts. Ah, that's where this comes in. I was wondering when I'd see this screen. Rip Rochester, yep. He seemed like an alright guy. I didn't spend much time in his chat, so I can't speak much to it, but he seemed alright. Wait, there's moons and coins in there? No way. No, there aren't. Wendy's Last Stand. Oh, sup, Shimai, how you doing? You put the... I hope Fry's put a shirt back on. It's cold. This is a long, empty hallway filled with suspense. I don't believe it. Good. I'm doing good too. I did a marathon thing a few minutes ago. We're just getting back to Miss Ad World. Or to Miss Ad World. Always takes a lot out of me doing chat hacks. I kind of forgot to think about that. Only Wendy stands between you and Princess Sparklefarts. Guess we're going down. She did top the streak today. Oh my. Alright, I need to die now to test the midway. Perfect. Thank you for the GG. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I imagine I'm going to have to go watch the VOD for the Armageddon speedrun afterwards because Mario RPG Armageddon is just really cool. Never seen a hack with so many power-ups. You know, I mean, it's supposed to be standard easy. Like, this is designed for a 7-year-old child? Actually, I don't know how old Little Miss Ad is, but you did, and oh crap, I forgot, I did hit her 3 times. No! Boop. You did, and you're ashamed and not ashamed? I'm certain. What about the banana? I assume this is for fries. Alright, and there we go. We beat the game. You cheered 100 for a banana? Should I ask? I'd like to point out that this should be a PG-ish stream today. Thank you for the GG. Do I want to see something funny? Do I? If it's rated higher than PG, drop it in Discord instead of here, instead of chat. But otherwise, sure, why not, Fries? Why not? It's not like I'm going anywhere while the credits roll. You didn't ask for a banana. This gets more terrifying by the moment. reminds me, I really need to revamp the credit stuff. I was gonna write it into like a more generic form, but I never did. Refrain to keep it PJ. I appreciate that. Mostly because I thought I was gonna do it in other games, but I really never expanded the credits thing beyond this, beyond Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country 2, and Breath of Fire 1, which I didn't even really use much. Aww. So very pink. Pink mountains. Don't worry, he didn't get tossed. You know, they don't have people, like, watching all the time to make sure. Oh, excuse me. It's just so pleasant, really. You know, just the credits, they're nice. It's not Big Brother, exactly. Neither the 1984 concept, nor the TV show. What a weird... Man, reality TV show, especially like early 2000s, was really weird stuff. I think that's still going, right? Do not click in Discord. Well, it won't show up. Did you post it to my Discord? It won't show up on stream because, like, I'm using a different computer for the streaming part, you know. So... Well, lots of reality TV still, but I feel like the initial run of, like, Survivor and everything was a lot better. What, Fear Factor? That was a thing? I don't know if that's still a thing. I think they, like, got sued or something, which doesn't surprise me, on a show where they were trying to get people to eat, like, live tarantulas and shit. And stuff. Now you did? Okay. I see it. Was better back in those days. It felt real, but it was also a lot more trashy. Yep. What is even happening there? I'm glad you enjoyed your banana. I think. YouTuber named Lecture reacts to many reality TV shows. Now they do background checks on contestants. In the past, let anyone on? Yeah. You didn't redeem for that clip? Okay. That was something. That was something. I'm not sure what it was, but it was something. Well, bananas are free and high in potassium, so that's good. All right. Well, that's there. Let's go do the Kaizo things, since we defeated the whole game, I think. 75... Was it 75 was the number of exits? Let's check. That's the wrong thing. It's 83 on here. It should be 75... Yeah, 75, 47. Okay. 2 players. Didn't feel ethical. Oh my. Oh yeah, credits. I want to test something with the credits too. The skip function. Skip works. Alright, let's skip Mario's turn. Now I just have to beat this level with Luigi. It's time to Kaizo. Go down the silver pipe to proceed to the main level. Go down the green pipe to proceed to the Phantom Forest. If you get through the forest, the special world awaits. I guess we'll do the regular level first. Moving on, exactly. Half the cans are alcoholic-free by invitation. Is this like some sort of drinking roulette game? Let's see where that places Luigi. I'm gonna have to walk the long way back. So where is this? Okay, cool. It's right here. Nifty. Should have done that at the beginning, now that I think about it. We'll have to walk Mario all the way back if retry isn't on. You got suspended for your OG username? I would ask, but maybe I don't want to know. Oh, right. I need my my passcode. It's Fry's days. You drank 4 cans. Damn. Okay, 6, 4, 6, 2, 8. That is not 6. That is 7. This is 6. It's also yellow. We'll do it right first, and then we'll try the other options. Two. That's 8. It's also green. So the clues work both ways. Who's Richard Pear, but not exactly Richard? Yep, I get it. Yeah, say we're trying to keep it PG, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I can delete the message so it's not on screen. Whoop! That's a thing that I can do. Not that it really matters. Look at that. Okay. Now we have to walk Mario back. You can't say that on TV. It was more that I just kind of liked showing off the chat thing, because I didn't used to be able to delete messages until after I played Undertale. Because it seemed like it was actually kind of important. But now it's properly integrated, and so when I delete things or someone gets banned or something, it actually deletes their messages. Which is probably a good thing that I implemented it. That's true, you can say those things on TV. I deleted it, and you couldn't stop me. You couldn't tell because it keeps... Well, it doesn't actually delete the message, it just hides it. Alright, this should work. If I beat this level, it should make the game save, and then I can use this to single player my way to victory. But yes, also I wanted to show off the fact that I can do that. It looks so nice because it just whites out the message. You don't even notice. You'll find me and you will DOS me? Good luck. I'm behind 18 proxies. And in fact, if I did ever play online games with you guys, I'd bounce it through patcdr.net. Like, I am paranoid enough to do that kind of thing. So worst comes to worst, oh, what? It didn't save my location. Alright, I'm gonna do this again. You can see if you have better Twitch TV or you're a mod. Yeah, I have Franker Z-Face as well, so I can see deleted things, because I prefer to make that decision myself. I'm an adult. I won't be part of your system. My dad's not a phone. Used to go by your real life name? Yeah, that can be dangerous. It's better to use handles, even though I don't think anyone's used that vernacular since BBS's. Someone found your LinkedIn and pasted your photo? Yep. It is dangerous. The internet is no longer a small place. Good thing that map really isn't all that long, and the fun islands are very separated. Oh, right, we have to do that. Do I want to do that first? Guess we'll do it first. Use a fake profile, probably for the best. Alright, anything but the right answer. The first one was 8. So what happens if I go down 9? Okay. 7. That's 6. How many are there? There's only 4. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long unless it turns out to be quadratic. Just gonna make sure the pipes are actually hooked up right. You don't want to be there when the pipes are hooked up wrong. It could be crappy. 0 is not the next one. Okay, blue. Just don't go in the blue one. Alright, that's good. Moderator found info about you and think it was the fake stuff? Yeah. I am thankful for my name, which is so generic it's really hard to find any useful things on me. One of the few people who would ever say that. Not that I'm gonna yell it out from the heavens or anything right now. Oh, that was 8. I did it wrong. I beat the level. I didn't want to beat the level. It might be for the best. I don't want to invoke the wrath of the door glitch. Name is very uncommon. Yep. I know people with very uncommon names who are very easy to find because of that. Know someone who should be the only one of her name on the internet. Makes it a little bit too easy. I do miss the ethos of the old internet, which is just like, you don't tell people that stuff, ever. Martin Anderson, the most common name in Sweden. Good luck. See, that works. I also didn't realize that was the most common name in Sweden. But was that a fake out? Oh, hello! What does this do? This is the door of shame. Something is not right. Now we gotta do the pipe of shame. You're lost in the Phantom Forest. The trees are closing in. You can't see a way out. Hope your first name, because you always change your username to give people something to call you by. Gotcha. Sensible if you're gonna change it a lot. You hear the phantom train in the distance. Can add you on Facebook. Will continue the fake out war. I'm good. Man, I haven't even logged into Facebook in a while either. This door. No! The tree is solid! Got settings so only friends of friends can add you. It's a good call. Honestly, Facebook security model has gotten a lot better over the years. When I first started using their API at one of my jobs, I realized just ridiculously how much data you actually got out of Facebook just by having one single user access token. Blue. What's up, John Black Sheep? How you doing? Oh, good. There's only 2 pipes here, so I've actually done everything I need to do. On to the Kaizo! By Princess Bunbun, I presume. Or Princess Bunbun is the inspiration for the level. Right, Kaizo. Okay, I'm going to set lives to a high number now. I'm going to set lives to a high number and pay attention to what I'm doing. Some people are uncomfortable with DP. Let's just call you Dara. Alright, I'll try to remember that. Not talk about the past, almost like they know too much about us. Almost. Yeehaw Bun! Queen of Disco. Oh. Alright, well, we learned something important there. I probably need to keep at least one of these disco shells alive. It is Kaizo, after all. No, that's not gonna work. I need to think about this. God, this slow retry. Well, wait, I can just kill one. What am I doing? Still want that beer in Copenhagen? Maybe. It'd be fun to go traveling again. I'm tired of traveling though for this year already. That didn't work. I would kill for retry. I'm spending 3 weeks on the East Coast, and then I'm traveling to going south a bit for Christmas for a little less than a week on like the 22nd. There we go. I need practice. Okay, I get it. I got you. Dara, I got you. Oh, I needed to back up a bit there. I missed that. Feel sorry. Yeah, it's been a lot of travel. I might just skip out on going somewhere in. Might skip going to the mystery hunt, depending upon like what my team is doing. Need to go to the right. Innocent username. I like it. The funniest thing was I got an email about there being a company party down in LA, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go to that. Turns out all of the devs in Seattle pretty much said the same thing. It's like, yeah, we like y'all, but yeah. It's tiresome. Especially so close to Christmas. And the fact that, like, it's a 3-hour flight to LA from here. It's not terrible, but still. With all of the other stuff going on, it just seems a bit silly. Turned out to be a very, like, small thing anyway, so. Chainsaw Massacre Kangaroo. That is a good name. Yeah, I like it. Go with it. I'd play a Doom mod call that. I totally would. When you chats with a new name, the topic always becomes about the new name, and sometimes the only time you see a streamer before the next name. Don't want to settle down. It's a good call. Changing one's name is a difficult and personal thing. I know what to do there. I just need to execute. Execute better. Execute better is the end of that statement. Boozy and John are big advocates of innocent usernames, so you think you'll stick with that account? It's a memorable one, if nothing else. Though, I guess if I saw innocent username, I might make a guess that it's a, Man of Steel account. But, That's account since you were 15, or that name. It gets positive, so register it everywhere. How you doing, Forever Smoking? I don't even know now. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be. I logged in again. Today you got banned in a channel you want to watch on this account. They found the name suspicious. Yeah, oh man, I had that happen to Jeff once. He registered a gag account name, and I banned it as a gag, and it shadow banned him, which kind of sucks. So when he came back on his other account, I couldn't read his messages, and I was really surprised. Like, hey, my messages aren't going through. I'm like, no, they're not. Same thing happened with Squiggles when he was on a VPN. It was really weird. Am I EU? No. I am in Seattle, which is on the west coast of the United States. But before Alaska, not that far west coast. This way. Nice, you're in Cali. All right. It's not a bad place to be. Here, Al's got you shadow banned. Yeah, it's rough. It kind of makes sense, and makes me wonder how Man of Steel pulls it off. Because he has to have a lot of IP addresses for this to work, right? That streamer's actively ignoring your messages, and that made you sad. Yeah. Shadow banning sucks, especially in that this sort of domain. It's one thing to not get your comments responded to, because like on Reddit or something, you don't always get people to respond. But for chat, it's a lot worse. Yeah, Fries would never do anything stupid. Just not his way. I forgot what I was doing. Uses an IP registry, essentially. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's just IPv6. God, I can do a lot of things in Kaizo, but I suck at disco. Shadow banning is relatively new. At least a year. I can't remember when Jeff did that thing. I'd have to look it up in Discord. Because he messaged in Discord saying, effectively asking, hey, what's up with that? Got shadow banned in twice in one challenge last year. Oof. I mean, just a lot of people don't deal well with IPv6, because IPv6 is kind of annoying to deal with. You have to ban like entire ranges for it to work, and you get like, what, like a 64? You get a lot. You get a lot of IP addresses. Found you from SMWC. Love me some Mario. Alright. I am a fan of SMWC, as is evident there, I suppose. I am on staff as a moderator. Which is what we're doing right now. We're moderating. I don't usually do Kaizo-y things, but this was some Kaizo piggybacked on a standard hack. Today was when you got unnamed, or unbanned from a chat and your username account and never shadow banned on the chat. It's weird and confusing. All the rule breaking, breaking the law. It's kind of like the silliest sort of internet rule breaking. You wouldn't download a car, would you? Dang it. Also, don't copy that, Floppy. Had fun reading about this one Apple II game that had really wacky copy protection. Like using weird things like quarter disc. That's quarter rings. Never had a serious ban. What if you could? Just meme bans. Man, what was that? Oh, download a cart? Yeah. It'd be convenient. It would be so convenient. I'm fairly certain he was talking about downloading a car, though. Or copying that floppy, one or the other. Alright, they're short levels, though. They're very short levels. It's true, one of these days 3D printing will get good enough. And in fact, one of the early investors in 3D printing technology was Jay Leno, because of his classic car collection. He was having trouble replacing parts because they were initially like machined in proper shops and everything, and it was hard to get blacksmiths to do one-offs of of different parts that just were not conducive to that. And so being able to, 3D scan the door handle of a Buick Skylark or something allowed him to, get a new part made out of like out of a cast by casting instead. So the more you know. Used to be really scared of those piracy ads. Yeah, I never was. We were pirating since the early days, man. I almost had that. Yeah, we had a lot of pirated software. It just sort of how it worked back then, you know? You had DOS computers and you'd just copy the code and it would work. Remember we pirated a copy of Civilization, the first one, from family down the way. And our copy was actually broken. One, the copy protection wasn't there. There's apparently was copy protection in Civilization, but we sure as hell didn't see it. Or maybe we did and we just memorized the tech tree well enough we didn't worry about it. It might have been something like that. But we got to a point in the tech tree where you had to research either mysticism or gunpowder. And if you researched either of those, the game had a high chance of crashing. Sometimes we could get gunpowder to work, but mysticism would always crash the game. And it turns out you need mysticism to do the rest of Civilization. So we got another copy from them and it actually worked. We played a lot of Civilization. A lot of Civilization. Well, you saw you were 5 when you saw them. Ah, that makes sense. Pokemon Heart Gold had strong anti-piracy features. Yeah, well, part of that was because they had like a little IR camera or IR sensor in there. Camera sensor. Is there a difference really? Yes, there's a difference. IR sensor to connect with the Pokewalker, and they could piggyback off that hardware to do copy protection. Bootleg video games and DVDs. Those ads played on pirated DVDs too, and BPI one. It's because they were direct copies. Like you could just direct copy the whole thing, byte for byte. It solves all sorts of problems. Not to mention, like DVD copy protection was pretty crap. It turns out the cipher that they used was not good. That doesn't work. Frozen every 10 minutes. Prepare a web source. What? And of course, you know, if you wanted to decrypt your DVDs, all you needed was your handy-dandy illegal prime number. I am not good at writing shells. I had a family friend that had a home business of selling pirated DVDs, but they got caught. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was reading an article about, like, videotape piracy in Iran or something. It was really interesting. Probably should go see about reading more about the actual, like, scholarly work around that, because that did strike me as pretty dang cool. Yeah, that doesn't work. IT crowd piracy warning. Ah, okay. The IT crowd. Trying to remember, like, what the, like... There was an anti-piracy thing where, like, there was a whole family just chilling at home, and then, I don't know, like, the entire thing got shot up like it was a punk music video to punk music, and at the end it was, like, an anti-piracy PSA, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And or was that really real? But this was back in the era where people would just, like, send people, other people, ASF files, because YouTube didn't exist yet. So it's hard to say whether or not it was. Show it on stream? I can't show it on stream. Oh, you dash from around? I think I saw it on Hacker News. I'll have to look that up after the fact. If you join my Discord, I'll remember to ping you. Or if you're in a similar Discord, just remind me and I'll find it. Or I can message you on Twitch. That sometimes works. Of all of the Kaizo-y things, I like disco shell writing like the least. I don't think I've ever really gotten any mastery over this. I have to forward YouTube. It's because I can't get... like my OBS setup is terrible. When I was setting up for the marathon, they actually asked me, it's like, hey, do you think you can stream it through Discord? I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I have all this OBS stuff set up already, and they're like, oh, just do what's comfortable. Just do what's comfortable. I'm like, yes, I can do that. Just landed. All right, nice. I see your original name as well. Things make sense. Yeah, I'll look that up after the fact and send you, or just post in Discord or something. It was interesting. was the other thing I was doing? It was sort of Middle East adjacent. I went to MoMA PS1 a couple weeks ago now, I guess. And one of the exhibits was by, I believe, a Palestinian woman, and there was a bunch of moldy bread on concrete. That's not a troll account you need to ban. No, I see. That doesn't work. There was also a really interesting movie I wanted to watch but didn't have time since they were exhibiting it, about the first withdrawal from the Doomsday Seed Bank due to some research that was happening in Syria, and they couldn't continue their research about, like, growing a specific type of grain, but I don't know what kind of grain it was. It seemed like a really interesting movie. I took a picture of the nameplate so that I could look at it later. Maybe one day, at the end of a stream, if I'd ridden that low, I'll get the photos off my phone and we can look at some art. And some of the plates. I love the plates. Explaining the art. Like the one that has the bill of materials as, what was it? Persian rug, wire, fried chicken. What's in the queue for Request a Game? So it's actually in the Discord since you're there. The Requests and Stuff channel has the entirety of the queue. The first thing is definitely Legend of Zelda. I think then the third Monkey Island game, then Final Fantasy, or either Superman 64 or Final Fantasy 3, I forget. Yeah, I'm gonna revamp that entire system sometime in the next year. I'm gonna leave it as is until the end of the year, and I'll probably post a message in Discord about it, explaining what's going on, because I definitely need to raise the price or something, because I can get through about 2 of those a month if I have a lot of time that month. You know, in addition to the other things I should be doing. So I probably need to raise the price or come up with something. But I think one rule that's going to be there without a doubt is, after this line, one item per person. Love Fire Emblem. I've never played any of the Fire Emblem games, but I am a fan of, like, strategy RPGs. Because I think I am, at least. No, that wasn't it. May I add Fire Emblem? Like, it seems like it could be cool. I don't know, I just haven't played any. I'm clear that the Japanese love it, because, like, there's, like, 4, 6, 8 Fire Emblem characters in Smash. I think there's more Fire Emblem characters in Smash than from any other series, and that's saying something. Except maybe Mario? Mario gets, what, 5? That wasn't it. That's why he said Fire Emblem and not 17 Fire Emblem games. Yeah, just like, what, Ike, Marth, Roy, Bailiff? I swear there's like 3 more after this in Smash. There's so many. Who's close to being extinct? How? Corin, thank you. Robin. Like, what, Mario gets Bowser, Peach, Luigi, Mario. Maybe Dr. Mario, and the Koopa Kids, that's 5. Fire Emblem gets more than Mario. I mean, we're not counting Daisy because no one counts Daisy. She's an Echo Fighter, that doesn't count for the purposes of this. From Lucina. Yeah, there's so many. There's like 8. I was actually close. Like 7 or 8. That is so many. I cannot believe it. Like, there's no other series that seems to get that much love in Smash. It is ridiculous. Like, what, Final Fantasy VII got 2, but again, they had to get that from Square. But, like, Nintendo, do they have any other, like, big series that could have that many people in it? Unique, interesting people? I guess that might be the actual upper limit. Like, I'm trying to think of any other Nintendo IP that has that many characters people can point at and say, yeah, I know who that is. Donkey Kong? Pokemon. Pokemon has a lot, that's fair. Pokemon, well, Pokemon didn't even have that many, right? We had Pokemon trainers, that's 3 Pokemon if we're going to be generous. Mewtwo, Lucario, Incineroar, that's 6 at a glance. I think that's it, right? There we go. Oh, Greninja. I forgot about Greninja. Okay, fine. So it's about par, but you consider how big Pokemon is compared to Fire Emblem, right? Pokemon is humongous. Mario is humongous. And I finally beat that level. Pichu. Oh, okay, fine. Pokemon has more. All right. My complaining is wrong. DJ Enby Love. Go Sports Ball! Kind of wonder if there's a secret up there. You know what? This all makes sense now. So there was another level in this hack that had a bunch of like chuck gates and stuff that you just kind of starred your way through. And I think that this level, these levels might be very similar now that I look at them, which makes me want to come back here with the shell and kill this guy and see what we can do here. Dang it. Okay. Pikachu, Pichu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, Lucario, Pokemon Trainer. So it's like 8. Oh, and then... yeah. We've seen this level before with the Starman. Yes, exactly. Really niche, a lot of characters, not all just sword-wielding blue-haired people. That's what just comes to mind. Also, everything comes out of Pokeball item in a way. Yeah, that's fair. How you doing, Silver Fox Flame? But I was thinking mostly just characters. Like, an awful lot of the series, random series, do get a little more love with items and spirits, I guess. So, yeah, the Starman makes a huge difference in how you have to approach this. I really think there might be a secret up there, and I have to find out. I really think that baseball is killing me, and I have to find out. You found a cheese sandwich with paprika in the fridge? You love life today? As long as the cheese sandwich is good, and I mean by good, not rotten. I guess also I mean delicious. Old cheese sandwich? I'm not sure about that, actually. Like a Swedish thing? Dang it! Gotta do a shell jump there. I really want to get the shell over here. And see if there's something up there. I feel like there's gotta be another secret up there. If you throw the shell through the chuck, you can respawn the shell. Oh, good point. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of Pokemon. I think y'all's point's been proven. Pokemon has more characters than Fire Emblem. But that's still a lot. Am I a huge fan of Pokemon? I don't want to go with huge. Like, I enjoy it. I like RPGs. Like, I think after platformers on the stream, the thing I've spent the most time playing is probably RPGs. Which might just mean, in this case... Right, that's not a good plan. Might just mean, in this case, Final Fantasy V. I did beat Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII. Have you beaten any other RPGs? And adventure games. I like a good point-and-click adventure game. I really wish that sports ball wasn't there. Yeah, that's smart. Thank you, Kappa. Sports ball. There's no secret up here. I am disappointed. Love RPGs. Beat Octopath. That's true. Undertale. I did beat Undertale and Everhood, though Everhood isn't much of an Everhood's not an RPG really, but it was still a lot of fun. Would recommend Underhood. That was it. Everhood. Though I can never get the name right. Alright. I can try again. The Scandinavian friend thing, mostly in for breakfast, but the Norwegian for lunch. Huh. How was Octopath? I've heard good things. I've done harder shell jumps. What am I doing? I must be tired. I can't be that tired. Oh, I can't see the... That's what... Alright, I'm glad that worked. Okay. Nope. I didn't even try it. Always struggled with Everhood. Loved Octopath. Excited for 2. Next RPG on War 4 is Shin Megami Tensei 5. Oh, nice. The Shin Megami Tensei series seems really interesting, but very involved. Especially if you're going to go, like, play the originals. I have a physical copy of one of them. And I remember taking it out to discuss a point with Fiskbit about it. Like, this should have SRAM. It's a JRPG. It doesn't have SRAM. You have to, like, do passwords or something for the original ones. Which strikes me as just nutters. So... Thanks, Fries. Oh. Sunk so many hours into 5. Doing great for your first Kaizo. It's been a while since I've Kaizoed. I'm a little bit out of practice. And it's definitely doing a couple of things where I'm not as comfortable with them. I haven't done Chuck Gates in forever. I should have just trusted it first. Third game with DS and Wii. Never had to worry about passwords. Oh yeah, no, passwords were like the thing back in the day. I played through Battle for Olympus recently, and that passwords. Really long passwords for that. With ornate lettering, which made it hard to see sometimes. Thankfully, I beat it in 2 sittings. I can do better than this. Be fun, try out claustrophobia. No, I'm good, Fries, I'm good. I'm good. Mistakes were made. Note to self, kill Chuck first. I grew up as a PC gamer, so not as much passwords. Lots of floppy disks. Ow. Go left and then right to gain some momentum. Yeah, I probably should. What's the most recent Pokemon game I've played? Sun and Moon. I played one of Sword and Shield for like a couple hours. There we go. It's not often you get mad here. It's true. Usually we're pretty chill. School laptops on computer, so gaming on that was blocked because of the admin password. Yeah. What's the point? Giving kids a computer, they can't play games on it. Thought he was gonna jump. Enjoyed Sun and Moon. They're hard to replay through the cutscenes. Sword and Shield were okay. That's kind of what I've gotten. My little bro is more into Pokemon than I am. And he was pretty down on Sword and Shield. Sun and Moon were fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. I think it's just worth it in case I screw it up. And then undespawn him. Hard to revisit after Scarlet and Violet. Are you interested to get Scarlet and Violet? Maybe? I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm not certain when I would have time to play it between all the other things I'm trying to do. Basically, most of my gaming time is on Twitch, just in general. So, I think it'd be cool. There seem to be some interesting systems. I've been watching some of, was it Freeze-Eye? YouTube videos about the meta and playing, like, tournaments on Pokemon Showdown and the like. And it's interesting stuff, but it's one of those, like... Yeah, between all the things I have to do, I just don't think I have time for that yet. If I was going to play a Pokemon on stream, it would probably be Pokemon, like, Blue or Red, one of the old school ones. And there's a really good reason for that, but I can't talk about it yet. That was the only thing that could have murdered me in, like, 400 feet. Fries doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I mean, it's not hard to get a YouTube channel. I think you just get one. Oh, Fries. No, this is a guy from, like, India or something. He's a Pokemon person. Comes up with teams. I think I watched a couple, like, Temp 6 videos, and it decided to throw him at me, and it was actually a good fit. There was a Pokemon player I used to follow on YouTube till he stopped doing that. Possibly because he graduated high school. Because the last video he had up was, like, asking someone out to prom. As a Pokemon trainer. Which was ridiculous. But it worked, apparently. I don't know. You could do worse. There we go. I'm just gonna do it my way. It's a little bit of cheese, but I think it's okay for this. What am I doing? Now I'm just kind of wondering, like, how far was I from the end there? How's that going? Not too bad. Momentum. I know what you're talking about, Fries. How you doing, Evil Ghost? We've gotten to the Kaizo portion, and Fries is having an aneurysm. Because I'm doing the Chuck Gates wrong. There's a Pokemon YouTuber watches a teenager. He mentions Twitch. He created a Twitch just for him. So you made your username is with a 2 at the end. Okay, that's adorable. I don't think I would have. I have to imagine he didn't care much for it. Doing fine. Excellent. Sandbag more than Games in Tweed. Hey, look, every time I go to Games in Tweed and play Trivia Murder Party, I win. So, hey, I've got something going for me. Nuts. Never used that account? Smart. Very smart. Dang it. That would have been embarrassing, yeah. Where wait? What wait? You're gonna say, but I've never seen you show up there. And I'm gonna say, no, of course not. Because I always play Jackbox as my bot. Speedy Cat bot, because I always play Jackbox as my bot. Like, what, 3 out of the 4 times I've played Trivia Murder Party when he does Jackbox Fridays, I think I've won. And then he wants to play I think he plays something else, and I always, if he asks me, I always decline because I'm like, no, I'm a cat and a bot. I just do trivia, nothing else. Yeah, of course. It's just fun to do. It's fun to be someone. It's fun to mess with handles. You've never won Trivia Murder Party? Really? I think the one I won with last time was a really dumb-ass question. It was like, which of the following doesn't have gluten? And like, or which of the following has gluten? It was like salt, oats, and milk or something. And I'm like, no, that's really dumb. Just oats. Like, it wasn't even a hard does this have gluten question. It's like, well, Is it a kind of grain that has gluten? I don't know. Does spelt have gluten? Does amaranth have gluten? Like, those are hard questions to answer. That would have worked, actually. You know what? There's got to be a consistent way to do this. That's not the consistent way to do this. For Kaizo Intermediate, it seems pretty tame, yeah. There hasn't been anything too terribly difficult. I'm just not very good at Kaizo. There's specific thing, like, I'm pretty decent with certain classes of things, but, like, we've had disco shell riding. I'm bad at disco shell riding. Chuck gates, as Fries keeps pointing out, I'm pretty terrible at them. But it's not too bad. You've won, like, 3 or 4 times. I guess, like, the sun shines on the moon and gets sun... What? I do not understand your turn of phrase. Yeah, if I just do that first jump carefully, it just works. That's the flow. I don't need to play with the whole chuck gate thing. I can just do it. Yeah. I was afraid of the baseball. That's my excuse. Yeah, depending on it, I might downgrade to Kaizo Easy or something, or consult with the other... Oh. The other, moderators. Because, like, it's not terribly long, I'm just not playing very well. And I like my standing shell jumps. Except when they don't work. It's the first time you've been mad at me. Yep. Okay. No baseball. Goodbye, baseball. It's a 4th thrower. I thought he would throw high first. I think that's the end of the level past that one, though. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just jump right. Then clip the jump there. Ugh. Yeah. It's Friday. Somewhat vexingly, tomorrow I need to spend some time on work stuff. I found a bug that needs a fixin'. I'm gonna take a drink off that one. Boss asked me why this thing doesn't work, and I discovered, oh, it's because we didn't initialize our data structures right. It's an annoying way I'm going to go back and clean up the data, too. Not happy. Has Fry suggested a game for Pat? He has! At some point, I will play Baldur's Gate 2. Which is like Baldur's Gate 1, but different. And at some point, I'm going to amend my rules to say, no picking games that have sequels that require playing the first game first. That was close. Good luck with work. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm a programmer. Things could be worse. I'll have to come up with some ideas on how to fix it. It won't be the worst thing. Probably a couple hours. Oh, right. I had a new strat here that I want to stay with. It's the better one? Be glad you only need to play the sequel. Really? I always heard the whole series was really good. Like, it was highly revered in the PC era. Like, this is as good as WRPGs ever got. Now, to be fair, I didn't play a lot of WRPGs. Like, I played Eye of the Beholder for a few minutes. Once. That was way too much regrab. It was. What was the other one? I played a decent amount of Anachronox. That's a game I want to replay and actually finish. Which is a RPG made in the Unreal Engine back when that was like, holy shit, you can do things with the Unreal Engine that aren't making games that are just first-person shooters. Era. And it was written by the guy who did Commander Keen, so it did seem like it would be cool, but I think it suffered a bit from wanting a sequel, because, you know, Ion Storm, they just weren't good at actually finishing games. Whereas I have no desire to play Dakitana, a WRPG, a Western RPG. Baldur's Gate Special. It has. Otherwise, we had Icewind Dale. Okay. All right. Well, then at least that makes that easy. What am I doing? Just chill. So yeah, things like, I guess like Ultima would be a WRPG? I don't know, there's probably a better way of classifying this. There's probably some sort of philosophy involved and whatnot. But I couldn't speak to it, because I didn't play that many of them. And Anachronox, I think, was trying to be more of a JRPG-styled game. Something like Red Dead Redemption, but you meant games made in the West, not set in the West. No. No, I did not mean like it's a Western. That's different. Though the West is an interesting locale to put games in. Don't see quite as many of those as you might think that should be around, given the relative popularity of John Wayne movies. I don't trust these baseballs. You know, I just looked at this and said, there's a wall here. I don't want to get trolled. Eh? Brave jump! Yep. I remembered that troll, at least. Very story-oriented, plus you can be a dwarf and have sex with all your companions, and that's kind of cook, right? Okay. Have you ever seen a John Wayne movie? Lurk, your phone's about to die? Ah, fair enough. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I have either. No, I did watch at least one. I think I watched The Searchers. GC7 friend. Oh, I can always count on you to be here for me. I assume this is a Glitch Cat level. Which you'd think would have more shells, I guess. But maybe this isn't Glitch Cat level. Alright, well, so far, so good. Hey. Mistakes were made. Didn't succeed. Oh, I didn't even read the level title, dang it. I want to see the level name. No. Yoshi. 07 Yoshi? Oh, is that the name? Oh, vaccime, okay. That makes more sense. You presume I'm going to use mages at all. Alright, well, we can still get knowledge. No, we can't. You were saluting the fallen Yoshi. Fair enough. No, like, magic in WRPGs is often hard to use just because it's a lot more complicated and weird. I found a unique way to die. What was another, like, weird WRPG I played? I played this game called Albion, which was about You know, I had a kind of similar plot to Avatar. You were on this like mining ship going to a planet, and it said it was uninhabited, but it turns out there's actually like a race of cat people that live there or something. I'm just dead. Do an all archer build? I'm tempted. When I did Skyrim, I did Archer and Axe. That's how I played the whole game. Sneak attacking people and then killing them with axes. So I do think something I'm going to note since we're talking Kaizo stuff. How much... Depends on how much Yober he's actually got in here. But I would recommend... I haven't tried it yet, actually. I should try it in an area where it doesn't matter. All right, before I lose my train of thought too much, what I'm talking about is scrolling. So Kaizo typically has scroll disabled. And in fact, I think he probably should just disable scroll for the entire hack. There's no real reason to give people the ability to scroll in this. That's not a hard jump. Archery Thief is so OP. That's pretty common in most games like that. Like, you stack enough things on your sneak attack, and bam, you are... I must say in Flavor Town. In Murder Town? A highly effective murderer. Yes, that's how that sentence ends. Yoshi, you betrayed me. You joined up with the Koopas. Flavor Town. $47 on these nachos with 12 different steps. Okay. It might be worth patching that out. So, what would I have done with the Yoshi anyway? I still didn't try scrolling, which I could have without any real downside. And because A.D.D has counter break, he probably could disable scrolling if he so desired. That is the end of that sentence. The end of that thought. Oh, stupid double eat glitch. Yeah, there is scrolling. So I would use this one. Too fast. Alright, so maybe the point is to avoid double eating. Like maybe that's actually the crux of this level. The thing that's supposed to make it difficult is to avoid double eating. There we go. Okay, so I have this Yoshi now, but I can't get him through this gap unless I scare him. I have this red shell. Crap. I was really proud of myself for a moment. Oh, I see. I need to spit the fire there. Okay, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do. I think the bullet bills don't have anything to do with it. Or maybe the trick is... Oh, I definitely need at least one of them. I think I understand the gimmick. I think. Oh. Ow. This is fixable. Slow and irritating, but fixable. Okay. Got it. Jumping. Jumping is key. Need to avoid double eating. It's oddly fiddly for what I... Like, I'm wondering if I'm approaching that last part the wrong way. I think it's possible. But... I'm just not gonna move. If the overall cost is too high... Nuts. Maybe. There's something up there? There's something up there. I need to be running. Get P speed. Which kills my horse speed. No, there's nothing up there. I just saw the seam and got excited. I'm just not gonna move. Okay, now... Wait. I hold Y. Close. Very close. Yeah, I think I understand what I'm doing. I don't think I've done anything wrong in this level. Just, it's kind of a weird level. I'm not certain the intent of what I'm supposed to be doing I've been doing right. Like, I really feel like these bullet bills should be relevant. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I should try and get that bullet bill to stay on screen. Like, I feel like I'm looking at a jigsaw puzzle, and I have a few extra pieces left over. That worked well enough. That was worse. Because I'm flailing my fingers and not just pressing A to get off the dinosaur. I was kind of hungry. I was sitting here thinking I'm clever. I've gotten to the double eat glitch, but no. I guess that was the intended solution. It worked. I feel there was extra stuff. Like, I wonder why there was 2 bullets. You only needed 1. Possibly half of 1. Alright, Prestinator level. Press 12, lurk. Is that his prefix? Is press 12? That's gotta hurt a little bit. Huh. I should make you a getting over it level, but other people have to play it. I am thankful you didn't do that, Prestinator. Alright, so what is the gimmick of this level? Don't do that. That's the first gimmick, is don't do that. I should get on top of the box. That's the first step. The second step is don't do that. Don't get onto the muncher. Munchers are not ideal for jumping on. Unless you're a Yoshi, in which case you have really tough feet. I do not care for this opening. There we go. I know what to do. I just have to do it. Not having retries. Not ideal, but it's doable. It's doable. Shell jump. Shell jump. I think, like, what else of mild interest has happened lately, aside from the projector bulb blowing up? I can't think of anything. Had the work thing. BLDC is coming out soon. That should be fun. Be doing some judging on that. There was a question on the... Oh, I guess this is a time thing, isn't it? On the SMW Central Discord as to whether or not to be streaming. The answer was, yeah. Tend to stream everything SMW related. Like, the only puzzles, the only things I don't stream game-wise is the, like, occasional time when I play Slay the Spire. In fact, had I finished that Inversity game way too quickly, that probably would have been what I did next. Okay, that was right. That was right. Just because that's something I can do. Doesn't take that long to do a quick run. What I did at first was cheese. This is better. You jump on the Rex twice, and then you use that to jump on the left shell. Okay, I see. It's technically cheese, but I don't think it matters. I'm also trying to think if that's how I want to do it. Like, does it matter? Like, when I see a Rex, my first thought is really I want to spin jump off of him to get a whole bunch of altitude. That definitely is not the case here. Bounce. Bounce. Yoshi. You know what? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've spent too much time playing as regular Mario. Maybe it's time to make a change. Yeah, I think my cheese is more consistent for me. Let's roll the dice. Boyfriend. Boyfriend it is. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put dumb shit back. The marathon people asked if I could rename dumb shit. And I'm like, I could, but renaming's a lot harder than removing or hiding for a bit. Since no one asked for a random one, it didn't matter. Really wasn't much character changing either, which is a little unfortunate. Diagonal Mario is so cool, though. Nope, to the right. You gotta pick one, Diagonal Mario. If you gotta pick two, Mona was another good choice. One of those Tucha cats. Or two-channel cats. I never quite got the difference between the sort of Japanese message boards. It would matter a whole lot more if I was Japanese and could read them. Well, Japanese or could read them, but... I had that down a minute ago. I had this part down a minute ago. Well, let's see, what else? I was doing some refactoring. Reworked the chat hacks documents a little bit this week, which was good. They needed to be redone a bit. Focusing more on the address writing parts and leaving the Carl parts till later. The problem was previously they were all like sequentially written as to when I had written them, as opposed to sequentially written to how it makes sense for someone to use this. Mostly because I had been cargo culting that paste bin since like 2019. Okay, that's starting to annoy me. I have to put up a different window. I always appreciate levels that don't kill me instantly when I join them. Not that it matters. It don't matter. I'm trying to think if I need to think less about what I'm doing to get this to work. Or more. Okay, that might be the reason why you have to do the roundabout there, is because of the spawn locations. Maybe? It's the first time I've been over there, so I don't know. I'm fine with this. That reminds me of the back when me and Snyder used to play Mario Maker, we had the, like, 10-second rule or something. That if you died in less than 10 Mario seconds because of random bullshit in a level, you didn't have to yield your turn immediately. Because we basically played every other death. But that was an important rule. Because some Mario Maker levels are just kind of BS. Give a small suggestion. I'm going to guess it has to do with the shell jumping. Feel free to. I don't know if I'll be able to take it or use it, but you're welcome to make a suggestion. Can you add guns to this game? I think there is SMW. I think Sweet Dude had some ASM where it gives Mario a gun. Mario jumps on Coopers. I mean, sometimes he shoots Coopers. He has a gun. I mean, he had a water gun once. There's precedent, dang it. There's precedent. Maybe Sunshine is the thing we all want to forget. Yeah, I wonder if they... I guess maybe they finished their bingo tournament, the Mario Sunshine speedrunners community. Because I haven't been getting any messages about them doing stuff recently, and I usually actually click on those alerts. Mario cannot shoot Coopers, he jumps on them in Pinkland. I'm just thinking about Everhood and how I spent like 20 minutes trying to walk to the land of bubblegum just to discover that all I had to do was go back a screen. Like, I put a lot of time and effort into that. It was only when I went through the YouTube thing to do the chapters for it that I realized exactly how much time I spent. Also, that I really divided my gameplay up of that game into really nice pieces. You know, you got the first half of the game where you're, you know, going through and trying to recover your arm. And then the 4-hour fight with the frog. And then you have the rest of the game where you're actually completing the main objective. Like, it's really well divided up that way. Dang it, I had it. Oh, that's why I have 4 markers, because I had to keep killing I had to keep running the kill command. from the marathon. I'm like, I have not put in 4 markers for this. Oh, the first time I get it, the way it's intended. Not that way. Oh, I might need a stand break soon. It's been 3 hours of sitting on the couch. Even if not all of it was actually spent playing video games, the waiting period was a bit long. They asked that you get into the queue, into the Discord room about 30 minutes before the thing started, before your run started. And so I was just sitting there while they were like trying to sort random things out. I almost want to pay you to play Heroes of Might and Magic 7? There were 7 of those? I remember reading in like PC Magazine, PC Gamer, a long time ago, like there was a way to cheat at one of the Might and Magic things by mixing potions. So you could quickly max out your stats. And it's like, but then why would you play the game? Was their comment towards it. What's it like in Kaizo? There's munchers everywhere and the enemies are there to be stomped in order. This is not a good way to live. No. Living in Kazoo is probably not great. There's 9 or 10 That's a lot of Yeah, that series went longer than I would have expected then. I keep doing that. Like, I thought that Heroes was a spin-off of a different game, too. Like, that's a really long-running series, if I recall. So I think it's largely evaporated nowadays, like an awful lot of the other CRPG things. What's up, Steven? How's moderating going? Oh, it's going pretty well. I'm at the Kaizo point, and I'm really missing the retry patch. For when I'm being dumb. But other than that, can't complain too much. Lasts for 25 years. Red Koopa lives his entire life, getting his feet snipped by munchers and then stomped by Mario 100 times. Well, he has shoes. Like, thick shoes. Like, look at those. Those are like half his body size. It's a lot of shoe. Marathon thing went well. They raised some money while I was streaming, so I'm going to call that a win. I can't really complain. People enjoyed the credits, as they always do, for chat hack stuff. No, Mario's shoes aren't thick at all. They're not anywhere near the percentage of his body. Not at all. So, Yoshi has thick feet. Or shoes, or something. Stop doing that. Gotta cut that jump. Yeah, just sitting there thinking about things now. Trying to get this done. This is the 4th level. The first one took me an inordinate amount of time because I'm out of practice. You joke. If you look at Mario's art, they're the same shoes but different colors. I still think they're bigger on the Koopas, though. Bigger on the Koopas. Now I'm just gonna think of, like, aside from what do we even call that series? Like Skyrim and company. Are there any other like long-running CRPGs that still have, or Elder Scrolls? Aside from the Elder Scrolls, are there any like long-running CRPGs from that era that actually survived? That got their like start in DOSland? I mean, even Ultima's gone now, and Ultima got its start on the Apple II. We're talking like series in general, like all of the assorted Sierra quests are dead, but you know, that's kind of not entirely, but mostly their fault. Does Futurama count? Futurama's not a DOS game. But Futurama is coming back. It could be good. I don't expect it to be good, but it could be good. Looking at apparently the episode titles got leaked, and it looks like they're leaning really heavy into current event stuff, and that's just not what I want from Futurama. Like, the YouTube episode of Futurama is definitely one of the worst episodes in the entire run. And it just looks like more of that. I don't want that from Futurama. I want, you know, sci-fi parodies of sci-fi things. Fun adventures, not current events rehashed. Oh, that's how you do that part. It's not Presentorama. Yeah, that feels so much better. I did it! What shame? No shame here. Only squashed Rexes. The Bourgyman. The Bout 9, let's go. Thank you for your valued input, and I for the fine details. I understand now. But who knows, maybe Futurama's gonna be good. Maybe they'll overcome the disappointing concepts and be better. Who knows? When Futurama did takes on politics, it was like the future and the candidates were clones. The Nixon episode was actually a lot of fun, even though it was, you know, very much inspired by the Watergate affair. And the Watergate affair was far enough back that it was still an awful lot more funny than present events. Distance has a quality. Or probably my favorite, like, political take that Futurama did was the Freedom Day flag eating. To the point where I even had that, what was it? Even had mandatory freedom celebration. Oh. Something history repeats itself. Sup, Bourgyman? This is my level. It was made for me. Indeed it was. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on a ridiculously good placement in KLDC. You came in, I believe, second, which is awesome. Was watching a few of the videos on the, dang it, the KLDC YouTube thing. There are many levels like this, but this is yours. See, the best part about carrying a P-switch anywhere is you can throw it to express your disappointment. Okay. No. Don't even pull Party Popper? What? I think you're talking about the P-switch. I was looking at the piranha plants. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I want to spin jump on him, but clearly that can't be right. That worked? Okay, what do I want to do now? Oh, I want to hit the P-switch. Free advertisements. Free advertisements for everybody. I really should have gotten like a BLDC banner made, acquired, something with. Maybe still should. That'll be on during the thing. I've been liking the hack so far. A.D.D asked you to playtest it. I'm curious how others feel about it. I've been enjoying it. As far as standard easy hacks go, it's actually pretty pleasant. There's been a few spots where I've had a little bit of challenge, but that's fine. The Kaizo side of things has also been fine. There's some things I'm not terribly great at, but no better way than to get over that than with some practice. That first part with the disco part wrecked me for a while, which was difficult, but I'm just not good at disco riding, honestly. But all the Kaizo levels are short enough that this isn't really a problem. So, I found like a couple minor things. Like when the biggest thing I can find, moderation-wise, beyond like really irritating to fix cutoff, is can't go over the top. There was one misplaced goal tape by a block. That's it. I think I had a couple other things to ask A.D.D. One of them was about whether or not he had intended to make you go to Corndilly every single Switch Palace. The answer might have been yes. Other than that, should update the ad to reflect the current state of the game. Yeah. You can do that. I can also turn off... I mean, I think you also can turn off your ad in the event that you're done with that ad campaign. I think there's a button for it. I hope I made a button for it. If not, I can do it. You feel like it had to be yes for the Corndilly? I have to assume so, but it's still a question I have to ask. Especially after the Corndilly level. There's one after the Corndilly level. I kind of figured that the running gag had run its course by then. But it is a running gag after all. They don't ever really stop running. $2, etc. Oh, right! You could just hold it on the fence. I made this a lot harder than it had to be. I forgot about that property. That is so much more convenient than what I was doing. I really need to kazoo more often. Just to remind myself of these important things. Close. Isn't it great technology coming far across to make video games entertainment, like playable stories, and we mod them? It's like magic. I mean, modding video games has gone on a long time. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Let's think about Doom wads. There's like, in my gigantic list of stream ideas, which take the form of a Chrome window with like 400 tabs, I have a entire like ISO full of like random French Doom wads, and I'm like, that could be a fun stream. There were a lot of ways to do that. That wasn't one of them. It's like the retelling of old myths. Just fan fiction on the next level. All stories are retelling of old myths. There's only, what, like 7 stories? Ever? Yeah, okay, that's better. We could bust out our hero with 1,000 faces or refer to one of those scholarly works. But we don't have to. After all, regardless of whatever you're going to do in your epic tale, Gilgamesh did it first. It's kind of impressive how much ground that man crossed. Well, the devil's in the details. You can make the argument that every single romantic comedy is the same, but there's a big difference between Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, and Joe versus the Volcano. Even though they all have Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan in them. At least one of them takes place in Seattle. And at least one of them takes place near a volcano. I guess you could technically do that one, now that I think about it. Mount St. Helens is not that far away from Seattle. Actually, I didn't think I was going to make that one. Though I don't think Mount St. Helens is due to blow again for quite some time. And usually when people think of being versus a volcano, they're more thinking about, like, lava flowy volcanoes than explodey volcanoes. I can't believe I caught that. Okay. Don't be dumb. One day. How much can you modify something? I don't know, you'd have to ask Theseus. Or George Washington, I suppose. There might be an upper limit. It's just hard to guess. Oh, I did make it. Okay. Anything over here? Nope, just empty level. There we go. The comedic timing. Yeah, I should have just not said anything. I have my own commentator's curse. There we go. Blue Ribbon High Life. Thank you for the GG on your own level. Blue Ribbon 69 lol. Just go fast. Gotta. That's a spin jump. My John for that one is it's blue on blue. Doesn't make me feel any better, but that's my story and I'm sticking with it. I think I went too fast. Magic Koopas shoots Squid Games? Huh. You made a level in this hack. Did you get to play it? Yes. So I am at the I'm very close to the end of the game. I beat all of the standard stuff. I don't recall where your level was because I did it yesterday in about 3 hours and it went fast. But I enjoyed pretty much everything I played. There was like one spot where I was really confused about something and the answer was just do a shell jump. Which I don't think was necessary. Shoot Squid Games. Squid Games. Never watched Squid Games. I just I'm not a Netflix series kind of guy. And plus, I've read enough, like, manga of that sort. Yeah, I need to push that. I also think I found, like, I think I found all of the portrait rooms. I definitely found yours. I found Blue Ribbons, I found Arisen's, I found CO's and Bunbuns. Not collectively, but individually. Shy Guy dudes with the masks. They have shapes? Huh. Like, it's just a really cute little hack. I need to figure out what to do with that shell. What I'm doing with that shell is not right. I think what I'm supposed to do with that shell is just carry it, not nudge it. It's kind of amazing what they actually decided to take forward from, like, Mario 2, given how little of it was actually made, you know, for Nintendo. Bob-omb's probably, like, the best. Shy Guy's close, but Bob-omb's definitely one of the best things they took from Mario 2. I definitely need to pick up the shell and land on the green shell. Just looked at the timer to make sure this wasn't a gotta go fast kind of look. Mario's 2 is kind of weird, so you can't do that kind of gaming anymore. Just make a different game and it becomes Mario. That's true, actually. That's probably true. It would be very difficult to rebrand a game like that. Then again, Pokemon Go was sort of a takeoff rebranding of that one other game that the same company made. That was a cool way to die. That the same company made with, like, portals and stuff. Like, mobile games, you can make the same game, like, 18 times and sell it to people with different skins, I guess. As long as children aren't discerning, which is kind of dumb. Ingress, thank you. But yeah, I guess you can, in fact, rebrand things that way if you feel that you can get away with it. It's no Pepsi invaders. doing that part wrong. Not by much. I don't get... I'm holding back. I think the problem is I'm trying to go... trying to hold back. No. Just gotta go fast. Trust the message. Boyfriend is blue, Sonic is blue, the level is telling me to go fast. I gotta trust it. Your Doki Doki Panic was designed originally as a Mario game and they changed the characters for some reason. Now that is a good troll. See, that's why I want to turn back, because I think I'm going a little too fast. It's not an autoplay sort of thing. Should I clip that jump a little bit? I mean, right there is kind of indicating a regrab that I'm not doing because I don't have to. It's not going to change that. Need it for the TV channel festival? The TV channel festival. I like the idea of there being a TV channel festival. You just celebrate the fact that your UHF channel, you only get 3 channels. The way we did back in the day. We got CBS, Fox, and PBS if it was foggy. Do not ask me how that works, because I really don't know. And of course, we also had like some PBS stuff recorded on actual like VHS tapes that our uncle had sent us, including the Weird Al song and music video to Polka Patterns, which was on Square One. No, I have to slow down at some point. That does not work. Yeah, Polka Patterns. Everywhere I see them there, I stop and stare at patterns. Which, if you're a fan of Glitchcat, you might notice, if you go look that up on YouTube, there's a certain similarity to that and one of his alerts. That was closer. That was a lot closer. Okay, so yeah, I see how to do here. Of course, there is no actual problem with copyright infringement of this type on Twitch. I think it's small enough that, and Weird Al is unlikely to sue him or anyone over something he recorded for an educational program on public television 30 odd years ago? Probably 30 odd years ago. Just not the kind of guy Weird Al is. He's too busy doing other things. What? Couldn't tell you. There was that Weird Al movie that came out. I guess I should see that at some point. Yeah, the only, like... In fact, I didn't actually see any movies when I was out there on the East Coast with my family. We watched the, like, the day or two before I left, we watched the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. That was kind of cute. Cheesy. Very cheesy. But adequate. Hardest level for a standard easy hack. Well, the thing is, remember, this is tagged with 2 things. It's tagged with standard easy and Kaizo intermediate. So it makes sense to be a little more difficult here. I also think I'm probably pretty close to the end by the way this hack's cadence has kind of gone. Or the end of the level. Like, all of the levels have been pretty short. Close. But I think there's like maybe one more obstacle past the blue shell, landing on that blue shell after with the I jump off the yellow Koopa. Maybe. Just because of how this hack's general pattern language and design has worked. Oh yeah, now I remember. When I played Bourgyman's level, I'm like, I expect there to be clear pipes and clear fast pipes somewhere in here, and then I was disappointed that there weren't. That was the comment I made on that level. Since those clear pipes are awesome. Oh, that's a good moment to rest my hands. We'll say this about Niantic. Pogo and Ingress are two very different games. That's true. There are some mechanical similarities, but they are different. Hello, Red Blaze Jr. What's up, Mangort and friends? How you doing? I am just trying to finish up moderating this hack, and that ate my momentum, and I'm okay with that. What's up, Memory Lane? Yo, how was your stream? What we up to? I'm gonna guess Kaizo, but I could be wrong. Probably not this one, though. I'm just trying to finish up the moderation here, doing a standard / Kaizo moderation. I didn't usually do Kaizo, but since this was standard easy, I figured I may as well just do the whole thing for this hack. It's Little Miss Ad World, a hack made by A.D.D for his daughter, which is really cute. Bunbun World Speedrun's nice. Yeah, I've been a mod for a long time. Like 2 years and change. Not a Kaizo mod, but just a regular mod. I've occasionally had to branch out because there is cross-pollination and the occasional Kaizo level at the end of a standard hack, but yeah. Ow. Didn't know that. Got some huge PVs, found a fancy new strat. Ooh, fancy new strat. Cheese strat or just something that feels nice? Oh yeah, I was a helper for a bit. I forgot about that. I guess I could see being confused about that. I could see thinking that was something different. But I basically did the same thing, and the only difference is I now have a flower next to my name and can see more Discord channels. Oh, and of course my name is tomato colored. That's like the big benefit of actually being a staff member of SMW Central, is making sure your name is the color you want it to be. So. Oh. Nope. I need to drop that. Been a while since you heard about Bunbun World. I think Bunbun 3 is coming out soonish. Very thorough mod. It deserves a flower. I should pat a flower. I don't know if I need that many flowers. Or any flowers at all. I just realized this rickrolls me. Get the record before Bunbun 3 comes out. Nice! Trilogy runs. That'll be fun. Why does Mario turn into a skeleton when he dies like Ghosts and Goblins? Because this is boyfriend. I guess I should explain a little bit of what's going on here. So typically you play as Mario in this hack, because you play as Mario in most hacks. But through a little bit of USB to SNES magic, USB to SNES magic, you can change the character sprite on the fly. Like that. It's now Mario again. Ray Mario, but Mario again. Yeah, boyfriend's from Friday Night Funkin'. It's a cute sprite. I'm a fan. Where'd the time go? Feels like you're testing like yesterday. CO's put those out pretty quick, honestly. I think I remember watching some Bunbun 2 development streams. I've been trying to keep blind on that under the vague theory that I might actually play it. Oh. Yeah, Funky Friday guy. Yeah, I was reading a little bit about it because I think CO... Was it CO? It's going to use some ASM Circle Friendo wrote, which will be really cool. If you played, what was it, Mario in the Ghosts Gallery or something last year? It's something like that. It's really cool. That was for Hack Jam. Hack Jam was awesome. I really wish they'd do Hack Jam again. That was so much fun. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Enjoy your fish. In regular contact with CO till you say hi next time. Oh, I mean, I just see things and stuff like he streams I watch it sometimes. Nothing too fancy. At some point, I don't recall when, Bunbun and CO followed me on Twitch, and because I usually pretty much watch people who follow me, I do occasionally watch them. Either of them, collectively, so. Or collectively, I guess. Because you would basically put up both streams and have the same audio. It kind of works. It's quite adorable that they just gotta stream together in the same room, independently. Seems like a good pastime. Bun will be the bunniest. It reminds me of the, what is that thing? Oh, got a brain really quick. It's like the Peter something diet. It's a British comedian who makes fake infomercials, and he always refers to foods the wrong way, like calling potatoes poor man's football. And whenever he sees whenever a bonbon is mentioned, it's bonbons. Stuff like that. Bonbons. Not enough. It is a cool thing indeed. Kind of stopped watching these streams together with Bunbun and find the cross like hot miking fairly annoying. I could see that. Audio quality is really important, especially when like you're just gonna listen instead of actively watch. And most of my Twitch time I spend watching people. It's listening more than actively watching, working and lurking. I can't imagine like a really good setup that would allow them to like stream together without having some cross mic. But I could see the irritation there. Like I guess you have to wear like actual mics or something. I don't know. There's probably a way to do it, but it's probably not worth trying to figure out. Dang it. Regrab. Just gotta regrab. It's not that hard. I guess that's the other thing. I did do some chat hacks for a charity today, a charity marathon today, and that was fun. We did it old school. No Carl modules, just straight up memory writes. I can't believe that worked. Dang it, I wanted to walk past it. Ugh. Dang it. Well, there was nothing there anyway. But I'll take the win. What else remains? Nothing! It's all done! That's all there is! There isn't anymore. Thank you for the GGs. Streaming back-to-back, no good way for that. I think there's probably some way using, like, math and having multiple microphones to figure this out, but it might be really tricky to rig. I suspect it's possible, though. Sup, Supreme Bonus, how you doing? I am happy to have beaten that level. Ah, in my hand. I always hold down buttons too hard when playing these things. But yeah, that was fun. There's almost nothing, I think, that merits... Like, there's maybe, like, 2 small changes I might recommend, but that's it. There's hardly anything here.